Hey everyone, this is Viper4724, and I just wanted to go over some updates with you. Go through Puzzle Quest 2.0, show you the goods and the bads. Um, as you can see, not much new to the Activity Hub layout. The pictures on the vault and the inbox are a little bit different. Also, as you can see by all the dots in the story mode, or in the first set here, we got a lot of events going on and a lot of things going on the home screen. Now, as you can see, they changed the entire layout of the menu, putting the coalitions down at the bottom. They got rid of quick battles completely and actually replaced them with training grounds. Training grounds is okay. It does take the stress off of losing, which was their goal, but it only gives you 4 rewards. The good part is it does give you mana crystals as a part of the guaranteed rewards. And they've made it better by adding a little bug that they've been doing 2 training grounds a day instead of 1 training ground a day. So you're getting 30 crystals instead of 15. Now, as you can see in this one, I went 1 and 1. And in the second one, I've already completed all 4 matches, winning them. Now, part of getting a match in any event whatsoever is the way you select your deck. You get to select your Planeswalker, and then you get to select the deck that you want to choose, or as you can see down at the bottom, you can create your own deck. Now it warns you that it will replace the current deck that you're using, blah, blah, blah. But once you create that deck, that created deck for the event will stick with the event the entire time. So if you like it, you can keep it. If you don't like it, you can actually modify that deck specifically. Or you can choose a deck that you already have. It'll bring up the actual deck that you have so you can see it. Say that you want to use the deck, or you can go back and change it. Now, here's another part of 2.0. And my favorite part, personally, as you can see, check out my deck. Oh wait, you don't have to go to a second page. There's 10 cards all together right there. It makes sense. It's how it should have been the entire time. It's sad that it took this long, but finally I'm happy they did it. Also, you can name your decks. This one's called my Energized deck. I have Scour from Existence in there just as a kill card. Everything else either uses or produces mana, or in the case of Fertile Thicket, I just like it in my green decks to produce green. Another thing, with all new Planeswalkers, they have 3 decks predetermined to show you how to use the Planeswalker. It's not really necessary for upper level players. I definitely can't stand the beginner decks sitting in all of my Planeswalkers. Every Planeswalker has a beginner deck. It's extremely annoying. I personally think the beginner deck should go away once you make Platinum. But you also have the expert deck, which is kind of cool. It's a little bit better, and it shows you even the card that you're missing. And then the master deck, which is the top of the top. As you can see, I missed out on Rishkar's expertise, sadly. But it shows you everything you can use, the cards that you need to make the deck. I mean, I like that feature. I don't mind, hey, this is one of the best decks that we've been able to come up with. What can you do compared to that? As you can see, as an older Planeswalker, you only have the beginner's deck and your custom decks. Now, let's get out of the training grounds. If we go to your Planeswalker screen, another great thing to me that has changed, you no longer have to scroll big picture head pictures of your Planeswalkers. They're all right here, nice and easy to go through, nice and easy to look at, and it's kind of cool. It would be better, once again, if the beginner decks were gone, but every deck you have, you can just go straight to the deck. nice and easy. You can look at every deck you have, see what decks you don't have for the experts and the masters. Kind of a nice added feature. So, let's see here. Once you go through, you can actually get crystals and runes for all the decks that you complete. As you can see, I actually am missing an uncommon card, which I didn't know until just now. I'm missing Pathway of Arrows. But once you complete that beginner deck, you get, I believe it's 1,000 runes. If you complete an expert or master deck, you get crystals for it, actually. So, I mean, that's good. I like that. As you can see, they changed the layout of the Planeswalker screen. And you can also see that I have 2 decks here. One that I've already named. And then I actually bought a second deck, which is my old Brawl deck before he got changed. Let's see here. Let's go to another screen that I haven't bought a deck for. Now, you can unlock a second deck for 200 crystals. You can even unlock a third deck for 45,000 ruins, which isn't too bad. The only thing with the ruins is you have to have that Planeswalker to level 60. I'm fine with that. I think it's a decent thing to add in. Make some players, update their Planeswalkers if they want more stuff. So I like it. I like the layout now. It's really nice. Actually, when you go to events, I should have showed you this when I was there, but when you go to select your Planeswalker, it'll even show you Planeswalkers that you don't have. Let's go back to Training Grounds. So, we select our Planeswalker, and check that out. I don't have a Johnny. I've never had, and I don't have a Johnny 2 either. It also shows you their decks and their potential, which I think is pretty cool. And they show you the possibility. Now, I haven't tried this. Okay. As you can see, they didn't put much work into this screen. Planeswalker unowned text. But at least it's there. It tells you what you need to know. With all the other stuff that they need to do to fix this game, that's not really much that I'm hung up on. Now, the bad parts. I can't really show you right now, but right now, Coalition rewards aren't available. So when you finish 18th like we did in the last event, nobody got the reward. Nobody got their jewels that they really made the only thing worth getting if you are a hardcore player. But they did give you 100 mana crystals in return for not getting anything. 100 mana crystals is more than what you would have received as part of the event in most cases. But it's definitely not worth as much as a jewel is. So, instead of going above and beyond and making players happy and make them feel like it was worth playing the game, they kind of crapped on them again and made things even worse for them. As you can see, there's also another glitch in the Trial of the Plains. There's 2 of those as well. I mean, it's kind of nice that you can get 40 jewels today. I mean, that's kind of cool. When you go to the card screen, something that you may have noticed that I didn't completely point out, it also shows, and as you can see in the regular card screen too, you do get all 10 cards on one page. Lowers the pages. Kind of nice. Well, obviously I don't have any huge exclusive cards, but as you can see, the Thopter Pi Network, it actually shows you exclusive cards that you had to do something special for to get. The exclusive cards, from my understanding, are not available in packs right now. Once it is available in a pack, the exclusive will be taken away, I believe. Obviously, the Thopter Pi Network will never be available in a pack, so it'll always be exclusive. Heroic Intervention. I might be wrong about that exclusiveness, because the Heroic Intervention, the Yahani's Expertise were won in Revolt Against the Consulate event. You see Herald of Anguish there, exclusive. Also now, in the vault, they were nice enough to give us a chance to get mythic cards. They put every single mythic card available in here. Kind of cool if you're just starting, for sure. Great way to get a guaranteed mythic. But if you do own a lot, it's the same problem as the Masterpiece Collection. If you already own some of the stuff, you're spending 200 to 400 jewels on this and probably getting duplicates. I believe I've bought 6, 7 Masterpiece Collection packs, and I have never gotten... I take that back. I've gotten 2 new cards, what I believe to be the worst cards available in the pack, and I've gotten 5 or 6 duplicates. Never gotten a Masterpiece. Horrible setup for how much they charge for this kind of stuff, how hard it is to get that 400 jewels. Definitely needs to be changed. Also, if you check out the Kaladesh block, includes Masterpieces. I mean, obviously this update happened a little while ago. It's only 300 for a premium pack now that gives you a guaranteed rare. You only get 5 packs instead of 15. And you definitely get a lot less chance of mythics now. Definitely a gripe that I have, but as being a new player, it's not something that you would necessarily notice. I guess my biggest thing is, if you are going to have a higher end currency that's harder to get, if you're going to spend it, why not make sure that it's a guaranteed new card? I'm all for, I don't mind them putting Masterpieces and Mythics together. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. Just take away the ones that you already have. So, like, perfect example, out of this, I only have Angel of Invention. So, black out Angel of Invention. I would actually go and buy one of these packs, even though I don't really care for the Champion's Helm, the Gauntlet of Power, the Lightning Greaves, or the Verdurous Gearhulk. Don't want any of those, but if I'm guaranteed a new card, I would actually try for those 400 gems. They updated the look of the available Planeswalker screen, and as you can see, the only specials available right now are the Blue Card Bundle Pack, which they upped to $30 from $25 and gave you more crystals. I mean, they devalue the crystals a ton. They do give you more now. There are more uses for them in the game. You can either like it more or less. I'm kind of in the middle on it myself. It's pretty easy to gain a lot of crystals now. Like I said, there's just more ways to use them now, and you definitely get less back for them if you're going to buy packs with them. So that's my overview of 2.0. A little long-winded. Hopefully you got something from it. Personally, for me, the aesthetic part of it is a lot more positive. But once again, as D3 likes to do, they worked really hard on making sure there was a lot of bugs in there to make sure that it really bothers, every player from top to bottom. If you're a new player, Chances are you're going to get kicked out of match at some point. The game's going to freeze. I had a lot of teammates that had game freezes lately. If you're a top player and you're in a great coalition, well, you're not going to get your coalition rewards. We all sent in tickets. The response to us for their tickets was, we don't know what's going on. We're trying to fix it. Perfect. Well, last week, if you're watching this brand new, everything there worked and we did get our rewards. So you actually, went ahead and broke that. Like usual. You just got to stop breaking stuff, D3. You're doing great on the looks and the appearance of the game. It feels smooth. It looks good. We just got to tighten up on the gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. This is Viper4724. I'll have some more videos coming at you shortly.